Guys, Gian here of Gadget Pilipinas, and today we're going to give you a close look at the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Super. Following the announcement of RTX Super last July 2, NVIDIA is finally putting the NVIDIA RTX Super card starting tomorrow, July 24, 2019. And if you're watching this after tomorrow, July 24, you may have already seen some of our contents and benchmark performance reports of the RTX 2080 series. Now before we head on to the unboxing, let me zero onto the expectations of the new RTX Super cards, particularly the RTX 2080 Super. Now, we expect this to perform better than its previous lineup of cards. Now that the RTX 2070 and 2080 that they previously launched are now discontinued, although we will still be able to see some in shelves here in the Philippines, we see that the new Super cards were expected to perform decently better than its predecessors. Now, if you take a look at the specification chart that we prepared for you, you can actually see the difference among all the spread of all the RTX products of NVIDIA, ranging from RTX 2060 up to RTX 2080 Ti. Now, if you take a look at the chart provided by NVIDIA, you can see that the RTX 2080 Super's memory hasn't actually changed compared to its RTX 2080 predecessor. However, we saw that there's a decent performance bump compared to its tensor flops from 80 to 86. While this is the case, we expect this to perform really better compared to its predecessor. And if we base it from what NVIDIA said, they said that the RTX 2080 Super, which we have right here with us right now, performs better compared to the NVIDIA Titan XP with 15 Gbps. Having said this, we expect this to be moot and still subject to test and rigorous benchmark. There's plenty of things to look at on reference NVIDIA RTX 2080. This is the box, as you can see right here. Now, this is a reference card, meaning we got this directly from NVIDIA, and soon we should be able to see the other cards produced by the other third-party brands like Asus, Republic of Gamers, MSI, or even Galax. Now, let's proceed now with our unboxing. As you can see, we haven't actually even opened it yet. So there's the tab right here. There's one right here on the other side. So let's remove this first very carefully. There you go. The other side. Perfect. All right. Carefully. Boom. There we have it, guys. Of course, what we've got right here is the RTX 2080 Super, which requires PCI Express compliant motherboard. You should also have at least 650 watts of power supply and 1.5 gig of storage on your PC in order for you to be able to install the proprietary applications of NVIDIA. If you're upgrading from a different card, be sure to uninstall it from your motherboard. We recommend that you download and use the display driver uninstaller in order for you to be able to uninstall your previous card without any hassle. If you're going to do this, we also recommend that you are running the latest update, that is the Windows 10 1903 update, so that you will be able to use all the features of the RTX 2080 Super. Another thing that they've also included out of the box are the following things before we head on to the GPU. We have the display converter from a DP to DVI. This is the display port, and this one is for the DVI. They've included that as well, and of course, the quick start guide and support guide. Now let's move on to the actual RTX 2080 Super. It is here with us right now. Let's remove it from its plastic. Shiny. Now, if you take a look at the available I/O on the GPU, we have 3 display ports, and we have 1 HDMI right over there. There's also 1 USB Type-C port, so if you're into VR, then that's something that you might want to check out. Other than that, it looks pretty slick for a reference card. I have no reference, pun intended, on the previous RTX 2080 because I never got a chance to actually review it. But it seems that it's somehow like the previous generation. And that's pretty much everything you can find inside the box of the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Super. Now, in terms of price and availability, the RTX 2080 Super and all of its Super lineup are now displayed on the screen right now as of July 24, 2019. And as I mentioned earlier, in terms of availability, it now hits all shelves today, or tomorrow rather, on July 24, 2019. If you're watching this after July 24, we highly recommend that you check out our full review at gadgetphilippines.net. But as of today, we are still going to play a lot of games in order for us to be able to show you some of the benchmarks of our games using the RTX 2080 Super. What do you guys think about this latest product by NVIDIA? We would like to get your thoughts about it. If you are using a GTX 10 series by NVIDIA, are you willing to switch from that card to the RTX or RTX Super cards? Also, we would like to know your thoughts about this new lineup by NVIDIA. Again, guys, this has been Gian of GadgetPhilippines.net. We encourage you to check out our full review soon on GadgetPhilippines.net. And as I mentioned, if you're watching this after July 23 or July 24, it is possible that we've already posted our full review. We highly encourage you as well to like our Facebook page, and if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button, and if you dislike it, you know what to do. We also would like to encourage you guys to click that notification bell so you're always updated of our new updates and videos. Again, this has been Gian of Gadget Pilipinas. Thank you guys for watching.